I think one of the greatest satisfactions that we have working for the Army is we have the opportunity to make a change, and we have the opportunity to potentially save lives. The number one killer in the battlefield is uncontrolled bleeding. So we saw an opportunity to develop a system that allows us to automatically identify those casualties that needed to be evacuated, that needed a blunt transfusion immediately. Appraise is a decision support system that uses artificial intelligence. It looks at vital signs, patterns in vital signs, changes in heart rate and blood pressure, and based on those changes determine if those changes are just normal fluctuations of trauma casualties or those are indicative of a life-threatening condition. It took us about a decade from having an idea and then transform that idea into a prototype and then deploy that prototype in a civilian setting and demonstrate its functionality. The Appraise was field tested in the civilian air ambulance system in the Boston area, the Boston Med Flight, where we demonstrated that we could deploy the system, collect and analyze data in real time, and identify casualties were diagnosed with hemorrhaging prior to their arrival at the hospital. Reports from the recent conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan suggest that of those casualties who died in the battlefield before reaching a medical treatment facility, perhaps 20% of those could have survived had we been able to identify them quickly and treat them adequately. Appraise can help in the triage of combat casualty, can determine which one of the casualties can wait because they don't have a life-threatening conditions, and which casualties actually we need to medvac because unless we move them to a treatment facility, they are in danger of losing their lives. And in the end of the day, we're doing that for the folks that put their lives on the line so that you and I can have a safe and productive life in the US. And I cannot think of a more worthwhile job than the one I have.